In earlier episodes, I have presented 18 chapters from my book titled Great Saints of India. This is the 19th and final chapter of the book dealing with Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati. Chapter 19, Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati. In the chapter dealing with Adi Shankara, we had seen that to serve the spiritual needs of the ascetic community within the Vedantic tradition, Adi Shankara established 4 mutts or monastic centers in 4 corners of India and put his 4 main disciples to head them, and that each mutt was assigned one Veda. The mutts were Govardhan Mutt at Jagannath Puri in eastern India with Rig Veda, Sarada Mutt at Sringeri in southern India with Yajurveda, Kalika Mutt at Dwaraka in western India with Samaveda, and the Jyotir Mutt at Badrinath in northern India with Atharva Veda. The heads of these mutts are also known as Shankara Acharyas. Since Shankara is the foremost among them, he is known as Adi Shankaracharya or Adi Shankara. After his various tours through most parts of India, Shankara settled down at Kanchipuram in South India to spend his evening years. He caused to remodel the city and reconstruct the 3 principal temples there. They are Kamakshi Amman Temple, Ekambaranatha Swami Temple, and Varadaraja Swami Temple. At Kanchi, he established a mutt for himself and founded a line of successors after him. This mutt is the Kanchi Kamakoti Mutt. Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati was the 68th head of Kanchi Kamakoti Mutt. Known as the Sage of Kanchi, he is affectionately and respectfully called as Mahaperiyava by his devotees. He is widely considered as one of the greatest Indian saints of recent times. He was born on May 20, 1894 in Viluppuram in Tamil Nadu in a Karnataka Brahmin family. He was the second son of Subramanya Sastrigal, a district education officer. His parents named him as Swaminathan. He began his early education at the Arcot American Mission High School at Tindivanam, where his father was working. During his childhood, his father consulted an astrologer. The astrologer, upon studying the boy's horoscope, is said to have been so stunned that he prostrated himself before the boy, exclaiming that one day the whole world will fall at his feet. Swaminathan was an exceptional student and excelled in several subjects. In 1905, his parents performed his Upanayanam, the Vedic ceremony which qualifies a Brahmin boy to begin his Vedic studies under an accomplished teacher. In 1906, the 66th head of Kanchi Kamakoti Mutt performed the annual Chaturmasyam. The Chaturmasyam is a 40-day annual ritual performed by Hindu ascetics while remaining in one place. The Chaturmasyam was conducted in a village near Tindivanam in Tamil Nadu. This was Swaminathan's first exposure to the mutt and its head. Later, Swaminathan accompanied his father whenever he visited the mutt. The head of the mutt was deeply impressed by the young boy. In February 1907, the 66th head of the mutt, who was suffering from smallpox, had a premonition that he might not live long. He made Lakshminathan, Swaminathan's first cousin, as the successor of the mutt, informed Subramanya Shastrigal, and thereafter breathed his last. Subramanya Shastrigal was away on his official duty. He sent Swaminathan with his mother to Kanchipuram. By then, Lakshminathan had also fallen ill and died after reigning for a brief 7 days as the 67th head of the mutt. Swaminathan was immediately installed as the 68th head of the Kanchi Kamakoti mutt on February 13, 1907. He was given sannyasa at the early age of 13 and was named Chandrasekharendra Saraswati. Devotees including Shivaji Maharaja of Tanjore, government officials and other scholars participated in the event. Even though there was not enough property in the mutt to be administered, the court, considering the benefit of the mutt, ordered the mutt to be administered under the Guardian and Wards Act. Sri C.H. Venkatramana Iyer, an illustrious personality from a village near Coimbatore, was appointed as guardian by the court. In the year 1915, on the completion of his 21st year, the administration of the mutt was handed over to Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati. Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati spent several years in the study of the scriptures and dharmashastras. He soon gained the reverence and respect of the devotees and people around him. He was referred to as the Jagadguru Shankaracharya of the Kanchi mutt. To millions of his devotees, he was simply Periyava, the revered one, or Maha Periyava. Periyava in Tamil means a great person and conveys endearment, reverence and devotion. He was also known as Mahaswami and Parama Acharya. Jagadguru Sri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati was the head of the mutt for 87 years. During this period, the Kanchi Kamakoti mutt acquired new strength as an institution that propagated the teachings of Adi Shankara. The devotion, fervor, and intensity with which the Parama Acharya practiced what Adi Shankara had taught are considered to be unparalleled by his devotees. Throughout his life, the focus of his concern and activities was rejuvenating Veda Adhyayana, the Dharma Shastras, and the age-old tradition which had suffered decline. Veda Rakshanam was his very life breath, and he referred to this in most of his talks. Remaining active throughout his life, the Paramacharya undertook pilgrimages throughout the length and breadth of India. He arranged to provide support to schools teaching Vedic lore through the Veda Rakshana Nidhi which he founded. He also arranged for the honoring of Vedic scholars. Thus, he reinvigorated Vedic studies in India. He organized regular conferences which included discussions on arts and culture, and this led to a renewed interest in Vedic religion, Dharmashastra, and the Sanskrit language. His long tenure as the head of the Mutt is considered by many to have been the golden era of the Kanchi Kamakoti Mutt. He attained Samadhi on January 8, 1994. Parama Acharya stressed the importance of a guru in one's life. He repeatedly preached about the importance of following the dharmic path. His various discourses are available in a volume of books called Devatin Kural, meaning voice of the divine, which have been compiled by R. Ganapati, a devotee of the Parama Acharya. These books are available both in Tamil and English. A condensed form of these books is also available in English. He was a pure jnani. He knew everything happening in the world. He had proved this several times. Many of his devotees, including a foreigner by name Paul Brenton, had mentioned this as their experience. He treated all religions equally and with respect. He guided the devotees by spiritual means. Though Paramacharya did not get directly into politics, he was interested in the happenings. At a place called Nillicheri in Palakkad, Rajaji and Mahatma Gandhi met Periyava in a cowshed. It was a practice in the Mutt to wear silk clothes. But Periyava was the first one to do away with them and shifted to khadi robes. He requested his devotees to do away with foreign and non-natural clothes. On the day India became free, he gave the Maitri Bhajate song, which was later to be sung at the United Nations by the famous singer M.S. Subbulakshmi. Periyava's charm invited the rich and the poor, the old and the young alike to be his devotees. Some of his famous devotees include Their Highness, the then King and Queen of Nepal, the Queen Mother of Greece, and the Dalai Lama, among others. To Periyava, the VIPs and the common man were one and the same. There were thousands of personal happy experiences to lakhs of his devotees who still revere him and pray to him as a messenger of the Supreme or an ultimate Guru.
I have also published an audio book on the subject. The links for the book are titled Great Science of India and the audio book are given in the description part of this presentation.